Top 5 cryptos to watch this week. We got Bitcoin, Clayton, Vechain, Solana, and Kusama. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Win with Ryan. My name is Ryan Huggins, and on this channel, we cover all of the crypto headlines. We surf the crypto markets, and we surf the world. So in today's video, we are going to be covering the top 5 cryptos to watch. We got BTC, KLAY, VET, SOL, and KSM. We will be covering these today. And just to give you a heads up, this is actually the article that I read every week that is the most exciting for me, because this is where I discovered Theta when it was $4.20, even though I didn't buy until it was $8 because it was on another article that I saw. But this one I did discover Vechain, and we're going to be talking about Vechain today. I got in Vechain at 5 cents. It's now above 9 cents, which is really exciting. So great cryptos to watch. Make sure you take some notes on this. Pay attention to these cryptos, where they're going in the future. Again, this is not financial advice. This is just fun financial entertainment. But hey, you may find something that you like in this, and you may find an option to play around with some of these coins. So let's go ahead and jump right in. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and kick this right off. We're gonna cover the top 5 cryptocurrencies to watch this week by Rakisha Padehi. Bitcoin appears to be preparing for a move towards 60,000, while KLAY, VET, SOL, and KSM are attempting to find bullish momentum. In trading, selling a position is as important as buying at the right time. Therefore, the big question that could be troubling traders is whether or not Bitcoin BTC price will enter a bearish phase, or will the bull run continue after this week's pullback. Plan B, the creator of the popular Bitcoin stock to flow model, recently tweeted that the crypto bull run has only started and is nowhere near the end of it. Plan B is not the only voice that is hugely bullish on Bitcoin. Mike McGlone, the senior commodity strategist at Bloomberg Intelligence, believes that if previous behavior is considered, Bitcoin's 2021 peak could be nearer to 400,000. One of the main reasons that could be drawing institutional investors to cryptocurrencies is the debasing of the United States dollar. In an interview with Bloomberg, Soros Fund Management Chief Information Officer Don Fitzpatrick said the 25% increase in the US money supply over the past 12 months has ensured that Bitcoin no longer remains a fringe asset. And let me repeat that to you, by the way. The 25% increase in the US money supply. So think of it this way. In the past 12 months, all the money that was ever in the supply just got increased by 25%. Not to be redundant, but just like let that understand in your head what that means. That is very, very scary for the US dollar. The fund recently participated in the $200 million funding round held by NYDIG, and also invested in crypto accounting firm Luca. This shows that institutional investors are broadening their perspective and are looking at investing opportunities other than Bitcoin. Let's study the charts of the top 5 cryptocurrencies that may resume their uptrend in the short term. BTC USD. Bitcoin is currently in a corrective phase and trading inside of a descending channel. The strong rebound off the 50-day simple moving average of 52,000 on March 26 shows bulls continue to accumulate at lower levels. The bears may mount stiff resistance near the resistance line of the channel, but if the bulls can push the price above it, the BTC USD pair could once again challenge the 60,000 to 61,825 resistance zone. A breakout of this zone could signal the start of the next leg of the uptrend that has a target objective of $71,112. The 20-day exponential moving average of 54,820 has started to turn up, and the relative strength index RSI is sustaining in positive zone, suggesting that the bulls are trying to assert their supremacy. Contrary to this assumption, if the price turns down from the resistance line of the channel, the bears will try to sink the price below the 50-day SMA, and if they succeed, the pair may drop to the support line and break below it, could start a deeper correction all the way to $43,006. Let's take a look at the daily chart. Okay, so here we have the daily chart, and as you can see, the resistance line for the descending channel is here. and the support line is here. So this price is running down this way. And that is typically a very bullish pattern when you have a descending channel, as long as it breaks through the top of the channel. You've got your 20-day moving average, which is the blue line. Instead of coming down, it is starting to nice creep up, which is good. And then the 50-day moving average is still in its uptrend phase. So what they're saying here is we can continue this uptrend, break through the resistance line, which should happen around, $56,200, and then continue up to 61,825, and then continue its uptrend. However, if this does turn down below the 20 and then below the 50, and then it may bounce off of the support line of the channel, which would be about 47,000, or it may break all the way down to $43,600. Right now, it is turning into the bullish direction, which is positive. I know that the market sentiment as a whole, if you're talking to people into crypto, think that it's going to be bullish. Right now, it's at the 55 level, so just above that halfway point, and it is on its way back up. The 4-hour chart shows relief rally is facing stiff resistance near 56,500, and if the price turns down from the current level, it could drop to the 20-day simple moving average of $54,000. So that would be right here. As you can see, it's trying to pump up through here, and it needs to make that breakthrough, or it may start to deepen in its correction. A strong bounce off of this support could eventually form an inverted head and shoulders pattern that will complete on a breakout and close above the $56,618. And this setup has a target objective of $63,339. On the contrary, a break below 54,000 will suggest that weakness and lack of buyers at higher levels. KLAY USD. Clayton has been in a strong uptrend since mid-February. The altcoin recently completed a minor correction as the bulls purchased the dip to the 20-day EMA of $2.76 on March 26th, suggesting the sentiment remains positive. So as you can see here, the price ran up, hit this resistance line, came back to the 20-day, and then it continued its uptrend. The bulls are currently attempting to resume the uptrend by pushing the price above the all-time high of $3.50. And if they succeed, the KLAY USD pair could rally to $4.86. The upsloping moving averages in the RSI and the overbought zone suggest the path of least resistance is to the upside. This will invalidate if the price turns down and breaks below the 20-day EMA. Such a move will suggest a possible change in sentiment. This support is at $2.58, and a break below this level could start a deeper correction. The 4-hour chart shows the moving averages have completed a bullish crossover, and the RSI has jumped into the overbought zone, suggesting the bulls have the upper hand. The momentum could pick up further if the bulls can push and sustain the price above the overhead resistance of $3.50. Even if the price turns down from $3.50 but finds support at the 20-day EMA, it will suggest that sentiment remains bullish. A strong rebound off of this support will increase the possibility of the resumption of the uptrend. Conversely, a break below the moving averages could pull the price down to this critical support level of $2.60. Let's look at the 4-hour chart. All right, so here you have the 4-hour chart. It did run up and it tapped that all-time high for it there, and then ran back down, and then it came back up and created another new all-time high with the body even closing above, which is really, really nice, and closing right at that line. And then the next day, current day, it is at $3.48. The 20-day moving average is definitely trending up. The 50 is starting to curve back up, which is very nice. And then the RSI being in the positive zone, very, very good signs for Clayton. VET USD. Vechain VET is in a strong uptrend. The altcoin bounced off the 20-day EMA of 0.078 cents on March 25th, indicating the sentiment is positive, and the bulls view this dip as the buying opportunity. So as you can see, the price ran up, hit its top here, came back down and bumped off that 7 cent, and then it's continuing to rise. Both moving averages are sloping up, and the RSI is close to the overbought territory, suggesting the path of least resistance is to the upside. And the long wick on the March 27th candlestick shows the bears are trying to defend the overhead resistance of 9.098 cents. However, the bulls have not allowed the bears to establish their supremacy. If the buyers can drive the price above 0.098, the VET USD pair could resume the uptrend. The next target level to the upside is 13.6 cents. The bullish view will invalidate if the price turns down from the current levels or the overhead resistance and breaks to the 20-day EMA. Such a move could pull the price down to the 50-day simple moving average of 5.9 cents. And here you have the chart. The 20-day moving average definitely uptrending. It just came down and tapped the 20. And then you got the 50 moving average definitely trending up as well. And then the RSI right at the overbought territory. We want it to be right at 70. It's at 66 right now. The 4-hour chart shows that the bears are defending the 0.095 cent level while the bulls are buying on the dips to the moving averages. If the bulls can thrust the price above 0.095, it will complete an inverse head and shoulders pattern, which has a target objective of 11 cents. Conversely, if the bears sink and sustain the price below the moving averages, a drop of 0.076 cents is possible. A break below this support could signal a deeper correction. So here we have the 4-hour chart. As you can see, the 20 moving average started a little bit of a decline here. It did have this shoulder, head, and shoulder. Now we need to see if this can break back above here, which would be the neckline of the head and shoulders, then we could have a major push up, and that would be fantastic for the Vechain pair. Sol USD. Solana, Sol had formed a bearish descending triangle pattern, which would have completed on a break and close below $11.90. However, that did not happen, and the bulls aggressively purchased the dip to the $11.90 support level on March 26th and pushed the price above the downtrend line on March 27th, invalidating the bearish setup. The failure of a bearish pattern is a bullish sign because it traps several aggressive bears who initiate short positions in anticipation of the completion of the pattern. When the pattern invalidates, the bears rush to cover their positions, resulting in a short squeeze. Sustained buying from the bulls has propelled the price to a new all-time high today. If the bulls can sustain the price above $18.20, the Sol USDT pair may rally to $24.84. On the contrary, if the price turns down from the current level, a drop to the 20-day EMA of $14.60 is possible. A strong rebound off this support will suggest accumulation by the bulls at lower levels and may enhance the prospects of the resumption of the uptrend. The 4-hour chart shows a sharp rally from $12.30 to a high of $19.26. This has pushed the RSI into the overbought territory, suggesting the pair could be vulnerable to a pullback in the short term. If the bulls can sustain the price above $18.20, it will suggest that the resistance has flipped into support and the uptrend may resume. The bullish view will invalidate if the bears can sink the price below the 20-day EMA. Such a move could keep the pair range bound for a few days. Let's take a look at the 4-hour chart. All right, so here we have the 4-hour chart, and the pair actually was in this consolidation pattern here for quite some time, just bouncing up and down inside of this little support and resistance area. It did make its run up just recently. That started on the 25th of March, and it continued powering through all the way till recent highs of $19, and it did close at a new all-time high. The 20-day EMA is definitely in an uptrend. This thing is shooting parabolic straight up. It's having a little bit of a pullback, so we'll see if that comes down and taps off the 20, or if it just continues to move straight up. The 50-day moving average is also on its way up here. And then over here, the RSI is at 75.92, which is pretty high. Usually a pullback happens above 80. And it did, if you'll notice, it did tap above 80 and started coming down a little bit, which is why we have that 4-hour negative candlestick here, the red candlestick that started to happen there on the pair. KSM USD. Kusama KSM is in a strong uptrend. The recent dip to the 20-day EMA of $381 on March 25th was purchased aggressively and seen from the long tail on the day's candlestick. This shows strong demand on every minor dip as traders expect the rally to extend further. So it ran up, and then you can see this extremely long candle wick on the actual body, and then it continued up there. You've got your moving average, nice, increasing up sharply, the 50 moving up, RSI in the overbought. The KSM USD pair rose to a new all-time high on March 27th, but the bulls are facing stiff resistance at higher levels, as seen from the long wick on the day's candlestick. The pair has formed an inside day candlestick pattern today, indicating indecision among traders. If the bulls can push and sustain the price above 505 and 33 cents, the pair could extend its uptrend to $583. The pair has not broken and stayed below the 20-day EMA since January 14th. Therefore, traders can watch this level carefully because a break and close below it will suggest that the bullish momentum has weakened. The 4-hour chart shows the bears are aggressively defending the $490 to $505 resistance zone as the price has repeatedly turned down from it. However, the positive thing is that the bulls have not given up much ground. A breakout and close above 505.33 could signal the resumption to the uptrend. Conversely, if the bears sink the price below the moving averages, it will suggest profit booking by traders, and that could pull the price down to $370, where buyers may again step in. Okay, so here we have the 4-hour chart, and as you can see, over the last couple of days, we had a dip below the 20-day moving average and the 50-day moving average, but then it continued on and made its nice run up to 505. It's been bouncing off of that zone quite a few times, has not made that final breakthrough there. The 20-day moving average is simply coming up, and the 50 is moving up at a nice angle as well. The RSI is currently in a 62, so definitely still in the bullish category for Kusama, but we just need to see it break through that 505 and then really continue on to the uptrend. All right, everybody. So there is your top 5 cryptos to watch this week. Make sure you comment down below and let me know what pairs that you have in your portfolio. What pairs do you like? Currently, I do hold BTC and Vechain. I do not hold the others in my portfolio at the moment, but with these setups looking pretty positive, we might be putting those into the upcoming $1,000 challenge, try to turn $1,000 into $2,000. So I'll keep you updated on that coming up soon. Also, we have a winner coming out on my Instagram for the subscription challenge. We did have someone come out as a winner, so you'll be able to claim your prize on the Instagram. My Instagram is @winwithryan. Feel free to go subscribe there. @winwithryan. We'll also post some information about the contest video for how we selected the winners. So I hope you guys are all having a wonderful end of your weekend. The new week starts now. Let's crush it. May the markets be in your favor. I am winning, and so are you. By the way, if you want to get your I am winning hat, your I am winning t-shirt, we do have merch up at our store, iamwinningstore.com. iamwinningstore.com. Talk to you later. The views and opinions expressed here are solely those of the author and do not necessarily reflect the views of myself or Cointelegraph. Every investment and trading move involves risk, and you should conduct your own research when making a decision.